Hello people, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are coming across my channel for the very first time, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support and I hope we are all doing fine. So in our today's conversation is about this woman who asked people to share their childhood weird things until they were talking to somebody else. People really came out to share their experience. So I will just play a few stitches that I got from TikTok of this video. At the end of it, I will leave my own comment. Please don't go away. So let's jump into the video.
Have you ever not realized that something about your childhood was a little weird until you're talking about it with somebody else?
So my grandma had 9 kids. That's including my mom. So that means that I grew up with a whole lot of cousins, right? So all my cousins, we grew up together, we played together, we did almost everything together. So let me tell you something that I'm pretty sure a lot of black people are going to know about. So one day I'm just chilling at the bus stop waiting for the bus, right? So a childhood friend walk up on me. We get to chopping it up like, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. How's it been going? What the bam? You know, woody, woody, woo, whatever. So then the guy tell me that, yeah, you know, I work with your cousin. I'm like, who? Which cousin? He said, Marcel. I don't know no Marcel, bro. He's like, no, he your cousin. He said he your cousin. I'm like, I don't know no Marcel. So we going back and forth because he trying to tell me like, yeah, it's your cousin. And I'm like, nah, bro, I don't have a cousin named no Marcel. It went on for a little bit, so I just started getting mad. I don't know if you're trying to play with me, but I think I know if I had a cousin named Marcel. So he like, yeah, you do have a cousin named Marcel. Bruh, leave me alone about this Marcel. He was like, no, you know, he got a, he live over there by Howard, you know. And I'm like, wait a minute. Only cousin I have, and I tell him like, only cousin that I have is Terrion that live on Howard. So I'm like, Terrion? He was like, no, Marcel. I'm like, no, only cousin that I have that live over there by Howard is Terrion. He's like, no, your cousin Marcel. So now I'm just really pissed off. So then I end up calling my mom right then and there, and I asked her, Ma, do Terrion got another name or something? Did he change his alias? Is he on a run or something? She was like, no. So I'm like, why does this man keep telling me that I got a cousin named Marcel? My mom was like, boy, Terrion is Marcel. Marcel is his real name. So all that time, I thought my cousin's name was Terrion, but his real name was Marcel. Then I realized that black people, we will call our family members something else, and then it gets so embedded in our brain that we don't understand that they do have government names, and the name that we've been calling them was just a family name or just, a nickname, something that was just made up. So then I was just so confused, I just started going down a rabbit hole. So it happened again. So let me tell y'all this. So me and my homie, we was going to a party, and then he tell me that we got to go pick these girls up, Monica and Lanice. So I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. Like we, bring girls to a party. I guess we leave with them, whatever. So we driving, and I'm trying to ask him different, like, you seen it before? He's like, no, I never seen it before. So we getting closer and closer to this spot, and he parked in front of my cousin's house. Y'all, tell me why my cousin walked outside, and I'm like, Lanice. I'm looking at like Lanice. He's like, yeah, that name Lanice. I'm like, what? That's Shaka. Come to find out, I didn't even know her damn real name was Lanice. Shaka was just another name that we just called her. Black people.
Have you ever not realized that something about your childhood was a little weird until you're talking about?
I got one even better for you. So picture you and your little sister in high school, and y'all hear on the intercom, Tree and Nuke come to the front office. My nickname's Tree, and my little sister's nickname is Nuke. So imagine you going to the front office, you're trying to figure out who there to pick you up and why they ain't said your name, LaShonda and Sharonda. Y'all get up there, it's your auntie, and she's so loud because they're asking her. They don't know who a Tree and Nuke is. So when they did get on the intercom and say it, they're just like, can Tree and Nuke come? They never actually announced what class we was in because they don't know who this is. So imagine how embarrassing it is for you to get up there and your auntie say, your grandma sent me to come pick you up. But hell, I don't know y'all real names. Y'all know y'all name is Tree and Nuke, so y'all come on. Black people would do some crazy stuff. I don't know if any other races do that, but black people, man, we be doing some stuff, y'all.
Have you ever not realized that something about your childhood was a little weird until you're talking?
Up to the age of 10, I thought my name was Jessica. I did not know my name was Jessie. I went to the doctor's appointment with my mom, and I saw my mom write my name down, and it was wrong. And I was like, Mom, my name is not Jessie. My name is Jessica. Why are you writing my name wrong? And she's like, no, Mamita, your name is Jessie, not Jessica. And I'm like, why you always call me Jessica then? If my name is Jessie. She's like, well, because Jessica is your nickname. I'm like, carajo. That's why for me, it's very unacceptable. You're writing my name wrong. Every time I see it with an IE, it's like, that's not how you write my name. It's SS and a Y. Right?
Have you ever not realized that something about your childhood was a little weird until you're talking?
I didn't know my uncle's real name was Willie until I was 25. We called him Baby Brother, Uncle Baby Brother. That's what I called him. That's what I knew him by. I never knew his name was Willie until I was like 25, 26. And his son, Andre, it was always Pooh. I didn't know his real name till years and years later. And his other son, BW, I didn't know his name was Willie either. Black people don't know people's real names. Because I sure didn't know their names.
Have you ever not realized that something about your childhood was a little weird until you're talking?
You want to know something weird? And I'm not even talking about a name. My older sister, whom I grew up in the same house with, I did not know her birthday until Michael Jackson died. Don't ask. I don't know either.
Have you ever not realized that something about your childhood was a little weird until you're talking?
You know what? If you watch that entire video, it's too funny because when I was little and I first started school, I didn't even know my own name. I thought my nickname was my real name. So when the teacher was calling my real name, I was like, I don't know who that is. And when I got home that day from school, I was telling my mom, that lady was calling me somebody else's name. And my mom was like, what did she call you? I said, she was calling me Katrina. I was like, oh, she was like, that's because that's your name. I was like, oh, I thought my name was Bonnie. She was like, no, that's your nickname. So I'm like, well, you know, being that I was only in pre-K and 4 years old, Bonnie was all that I had ever heard. So when I started school, that was my first time ever hearing Katrina. That was too funny. And then hearing him talk about his cousins and not knowing their real name, that's how it was for a lot of my cousins. They didn't know my name was Katrina. Crazy.
Having watched the stories from different people, tell me what is your thoughts on this one. I would really love to hear you share your experience or someone's experience you once witnessed. Because for me, for sure, these stories are a real struggle. And they are really weird though. It was also funny to listen to them. But the most weird one was of that one who didn't know her name until later at 25. Anyway, share your thoughts and your experience too. Thank you for being part of the conversation. It's a bye for now. See you in the next video.